happy holidays, gentlemen.
Well,
Happy holidays, Michelle.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
And all that good stuff. Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and everything.
Everything, all of it.
All of those holidays. Yes. Yes, I'm so excited. I love this time of year. And I hope, but I think most people do. I know it's kind of a little bit of a bummer that we're not dancing around this time, but hey, we just love to recognize everyone who's made, the year 2020 so wonderful for us at the podcast. I personally would really like to call out some of our guests, first of all.
Sure.
We had so many great guests over the last year. We had Pierre Dulaine. We had Tatiana Keegan, who's been a friend of the show. Peter Lovett, right? We had Amy Jeff Mall talking about wellness and stuff. That was awesome. We've had Forrest Outman talking about the history of dance. We had Maya and David talking to us about what they're doing with their dance studio and the Hudson Valley Tango Festival. That was awesome. Jeff Fox.
Yes, we had John Lindo. We had so many. You know what? When we look back, it's like we had dancers, we had people that are just iconic in the dance world. We had some great educators, when it comes down to health and nutrition. And we've sort of covered a few things. It's been a spectacular year. And there's been so many. I couldn't necessarily pick a favorite.
We had Nikolai. About the Hot to Trot film. And we had, just recently, Edward Simon and Tanya Diaz. It's been really wonderful. So listen, first of all, to all of our guests, a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Thanks so much for spending time with us and our audience. And speaking of our audience, man, we had so many active listeners who gave feedback, participated in our surveys and whatnot. I know there's a number we'd like to just kind of make a brief mention about. Michelle, who would you like to call out?
Oh, I would love to definitely wish some serious, wonderful holiday wishes to students that are mine, that are part of our Talk.dance and podcast and everything that goes with it. Wayne and Diane Vandervelt, and George and Paula Rushton, and we had Sam and Marianne at the parties. We had a whole bunch of people. Our Zoom parties were a wonderful way to look back and think, we had a great little audience of people that joined us in the middle of this COVID craziness, and possibly doing that again as we wait for things to clear up. Maybe we should have a Zoom party just to sort of revisit that and wish everyone everything new in the new year. That might be a great idea. But in the meantime, we wish you all a very sweet Christmas, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
Yeah. So I'd like to mention a few names as well. There's been Brian McFall, being a great friend of the show, Catherine Garson, Allison. Let's see, I was just jotting a few down just before we started. Joe and Julie Donato came out to a number of our parties. I know they're supporters of the show. That's awesome. Eugene, Linda, Susan Massey, Eileen Murphy. Who else? Oh, man, so many. And of course, I'm going to steal your thunder, Kelly. I have to call out Jimmy Mulligan. Jimmy Mulligan is indirectly responsible for this podcast. Was the person who indirectly introduced me to Kelly, and
you'll regret that every day of your life, I bet.
Every time he hears a new podcast, he goes, "Oh my God, what did I do?" Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, so listen, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun, right? I mean, I think every time we get together, we learn so much. I've learned so much about dance. Given all the topics we've covered, there's elements about history of dance that I didn't understand until we had like Forrest Outman on the show. I don't think I mentioned him earlier. Learning about the psychology of dance and Peter Lovett and stuff. I'm looking forward to having him back on the show.
We're going to have some great revisits, I think, for 2021.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we're going to be able to do that. And you know what? For you, audience, all of our amazing listeners, and take the time out of your day to watch and listen to the podcast, we sincerely appreciate it. And you know what helps us is your feedback. So when you watch this and you're enjoying your Christmas cocktails, I want you to make sure that you take a moment and send us a message and let us know what you'd like to see for 2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do a podcast on, we want to talk about, and let us know, because we have connections where we can find people to be able to source that out for us and give us feedback and be able to bring that to you. So give us some feedback and we'll bring it to you. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, that'd be great. Speaking of mixing drinks, I'm going to do the shout out to Mr. Worldwide, right? Mr. Pitbull himself, right? Oh.
Yeah, he definitely deserves one.
Yes. Giving us all these great ideas for drinks over the holidays and during our Zoom parties and everything else.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And I'm going to.
I just realized people may think I'm actually talking about Pitbull. Like he just popped in. Hey guys.
He's a friend of the show.
Exactly. And I'm going to steal a moment and thank the two of you, because this has been a really beautiful highlight for me for 2020. And I consider you both very dear friends, and you bring me a lot of laughter and joy and smiles. And in the middle of us not being able to socialize and do a lot of things, I have you. So I get to be able to turn on my computer and sit here and smile and chat and enjoy all of our joys of dance, even just through a screen and conversation. So thank you. And I wish you both a beautiful holiday.
I wish you one as well. And you too, David, I wish you guys happy holiday. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel the same. Like, you guys are really close to me in my heart. You know, I do so enjoy us getting together and talking. And yes, because on one hand, we learn a lot, and I know we get a lot of positive feedback from the audience and they enjoy it. But I just personally enjoy it. Like, even if we weren't recording, I really have a blast getting together with the two of you. So,
which we do, by the way, for those of you that are watching the recording. These go on far longer after the recording stops.
I was going to say that.
Sometimes too long for somebody's face.
It's crazy.
And it's even the guests
for you today. We're all wearing our Christmas sweaters, our Santa hats. We brought our nutcrackers along, trying to send some festive spirit. We all have a nutcracker. There we go.
Yep. David's just really aggressive. I love it. It's like a scary movie, like it's coming to get you. Oh, that's great.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. But I was going to say, as far as the going on too long, it's funny because, you know, you want it to be more concise, and because everyone's attention span is getting smaller, not just the viewers, but mine. Everyone's just, that's how the culture's going. So we started off with really long podcasts, and then we're trying to trim it down. So it's a digestible amount of time, but you're just getting the digestible amount of time. We're still recording the same amount whenever we get together. And then we even have to tell guests to leave. They stick around, like huge, big name guests that I never thought in a million years I would get to talk to. We have to ask them to exit the Zoom. Like, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It's so much fun with you guys.
I know, it's cool.
I've got to go to dinner now. I need to pee.
I love Michelle's like, all right, boys, I know you'll be on here for 4 more hours. I got to go by. And it's like,
either my legs are numb or I have to go to the bathroom. There's something that comes up. It's addictive. We have this wonderful vibe, and it's hard to leave.
That's so true.
So, so if people want to interact more, wherever you're consuming the podcast, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, wherever it is, and I'm sure David has a longer list because he's the one that does all the magic and puts it out there. But you can also join us on Slack, right? We've got a channel on Slack, and we've got different topics. So if you have somebody you really want to talk to, right, or somebody that's got a really great story about dance, or somebody or a dance you want to hear about, just anything like that, or tips or anything, you know, throw it on Slack or email one of us or whatever, and we'll get to it. We always love feedback.
Yeah, good point, Kelly. So if you want to reach us via email, the email address is info@talk.dance. And if you want to join our Slack channel, the easiest way to do that is just to go to our website, talk.dance, and there's a link right on the homepage there. There's like kind of a community that you can participate in, and you get a little bit more information sometimes on different topics we're talking about, or sometimes we are now trying to ask for questions before we interview a guest, right? So that's an opportunity to get your question asked.
Yeah, and even if you know something about a guest, like I didn't know too many of the people personally, but I knew John Lindo personally. So I was able to draw on stuff I knew about him very personally in a way to just open up and just talk about stuff. But like Pierre Dulaine, I just know about what I could Google. You know what I mean? So if somebody is listening and they have good information on somebody, like I feel like I'm telling people to spy on people. Like not
give us the dirt.
Yeah, just give us the dirt, man. But if you know something about somebody, or you have a really good clip or an article about somebody, like by all means, we want it completely interactive. So
with that, I'd like to wish everyone again a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Thank you so much for listening.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Hey. And I'll just be like,
Merry Christmas.
Just want to say thanks, everybody.
I do believe we're recording. Did you hear that, Nutcracker? We're recording.
How did that happen?
I'm going to lose my mind.
I love it. That's the video we should have put out. People would be like, are they even talking about dance? What the hell's happening?
I do believe the record button is on, Kelly, if you notice that,
He just put it on. He just put it on.
Well, we're wishing each other Merry Christmas, and we're talking about...
Just put it on. Yeah, okay.
I'm learning to dance, but I've been told I'm a little bit stiff.
Hey, Crazy Nuts, I think we should talk about some Christmas music. I think we should definitely revisit the fact that we have an awesome playlist on Talk.dance that is Christmas music. What do you think, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I like that you two can kind of hide behind yours, but I'm like fat kid behind a skinny tree. I'm like, my big face is like popping out. Hey guys, don't look at the guy moving his mouth, but I want to talk about Christmas. Like,
oh my goodness, this is awesome.
So yes, Michelle, we do have an awesome Christmas music dance playlist.
Perfect. And where can our awesome audience find that list? Are you going to throw a link in the description?
It's on Spotify, and we will put a list. This will be our Christmas gift to you, our audience.
Dun dun dun. It'll be the similar ones of last year, right? As well as some new hits, because I've got some old ones that are going to be new to you guys because I never talked about them before, but they're old to me. But I'll throw them on the list. So yeah.
So our new and improved Christmas dance playlist.
Perfect.
Coming to you from us at Talk.dance.
So when you're at home and you can't go to the social, wonderful Christmas dances that we all love, you throw on this Christmas playlist and you dance in your living room, in your kitchen, wherever you are, you just dance. That's one of the things that I've been strongly encouraging all of my students to do, is just to dance at home. I have one couple that usually go to a work dance and they go to a dinner dance every year. And because of COVID, of course, they can't. So they came and had a lesson, and then they went home and they had dinner. So they did a dinner dance night.
Aww.
And just made it work. And that's a shout out to you again, Wayne and Diane, because that was you. But it really is important to just find a time to dance, figure it out. Put on your Christmas sweater, get your nutcracker, and do a little dancing.
Put on your Santa hat and your Christmas bikini and go out in the front yard and dance.
Wow. Okay. There you go. It might be a little cold, but
we had two very visual reactions to that, Michelle.
Yes, we did. I wasn't sure who's wearing the bikini. Is it you, David, or?
Well, our audience does span the world.
It does.
So
yes.
That's true.
We have people in warm climates as well.
Do the guys?
Minnesota.
Bikini speedos is the stocking in front? Like, well, how does that work? I don't even know. I'm sure somewhere someone's gonna see this and be like, "Oh, I know what he's talking about." And be like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get all these pictures of craziness."
Okay, this nutcracker is going.
Okay. Have a good one.
Okay, that was fun.
I have to show off, guys. Check this out.
That's cool.
Christmas ornament, right there.
This is my Christmas ornament. It's the Talk.dance logo. This was made by my daughter last year, and it's it's a technique called felting, and so it's like one mass solid wool felt.
Oh wow!
Thing that she spent hours making, but it's so cool. Isn't that cool?
I know.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm recording again. I needed to show that to our audience.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow, that's pretty amazing, dude.
My talented daughter. I don't know where she got it from. Her talent, that is. Not from me.